Throughout the years, culture has been defined adequately through centuries of efforts. Christina de Rossi, an anthropologist at Barnet and Southgate College in London, told Life Science that culture is no longer fixed, if it ever was. It is essentially fluid and constantly in motion. According to Edward Tyler in Primitive Culture 1870, culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, custom, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of the society. On the other hand, Franz Boas emphasized the uniqueness of the many and varied cultures of different peoples or societies, dismissing the value judgments he found inherent in Taylorian view of culture. In simpler terms, De Rossi defined it as culture encompasses religion, food, what we wear, how we wear it, our language, marriage, music, what we believe is right or wrong, how we sit at the table, how we greet visitors, how we behave with loved ones, and a million other things. Generally speaking, culture is a way of life. It is shared and unique, an identity and influence. The 2019 Best Countries Rankings conducted a survey of the world's trendsetters. The cultural influence sub-ranking was based on countries' cultural influence in entertainment, fashion, influential culture, prestigious, modernity, happiness, and trend. Top 1. Italy. What makes it a popular destination are the country's historical cities, world-renowned cuisine, and geographic beauty that has 40 million tourists each year. It is famous for designer brands like Valentino, Armani, Versace, and Gucci. Top 2. France. France is one of the world's oldest countries. Its reach extends around the globe through science, politics, economics, and culture. It is one of the first nations to champion the rights of the individual. Though Paris is the obvious place to experience French culture, from fashion to food, Bordeaux, Lyon, and Toulouse are excellent and smaller alternatives. The French language also influences so much of France's identity. Top 3. Spain. In 1492, a number of independent kingdoms united to form the Kingdom of Spain, a cultural patchwork that continues to shape the modern nation's dynamic identity. It is one of the world's largest conquerors, that influenced many countries in South America to the East Indies. Spanish is also the second most spoken language in the world, from teleseries and movies to music. The food and the people are also big factors that makes the country popular. Top 4. United States of America. USA is the world's most dominant economic and military power. Its cultural imprint spans the world, led in large part by its popular culture expressed in films, music, and TV programs. The country's tech industry, home to Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Amazon, has also left its mark, with billions of people interacting daily with its popular services and social network. Top 5. United Kingdom. UK includes the island of Great Britain, England, Scotland, and Wales, northern portion of the island of Ireland. The language, tourist attractions, Fringe Festival, and being the birthplace of Harry Potter also makes UK one of the most influencing culture in the world. Top 6. Japan. Japan is one of the world's most literate and technically advanced nations. The country is among the world's largest producers of motor vehicles, electronic equipment, and steel. Japan is known worldwide for its traditional arts, including tea ceremonies, calligraphy, and flower arranging. The country has a legacy of distinctive gardens, sculpture, and poetry. Japan is home to more than a dozen UNESCO World Heritage Sites and is the birthplace of sushi, one of its most famous culinary exports. Top 7. Brazil. Brazil is one of the world's top tourist destinations. Its economy is active in the agricultural, manufacturing, mining, and service sectors. The nation is a top producer in coffee production. Brazil's economy grew rapidly during the first decade of the 21st century, and it now has one of the world's largest economies in terms of gross domestic product according to the International Monetary Fund. Top 8. Australia. Australia is considered a wealthy nation with a market-based economy that has a comparatively high gross domestic product and per capita income. Its economy is driven by the service sector and the export of commodities. The indigenous people occupied the land for at least 40,000 years before the first British settlements of the 18th century. Top 9. Switzerland. Switzerland is officially called the Swiss Federation. It is one of the world's wealthiest countries and has been well known for centuries for its neutrality. Swiss citizens have won more Nobel Prizes and registered more patents per capita than most of other nations. Switzerland is also notable for its secretive banking sector. Reporting rules and legislation have led to more transparency, but secrecy rules persist, and non-residents are allowed to conduct business through offshore entities and various intermediaries. Top 10. Sweden. Sweden is one of the largest countries in the European Union by landmass. Despite its militaristic roots, Sweden has remained neutral in times of war for centuries. Instead, commitment to human rights, public service, and sustainability have helped to make it a respected leader in international affairs. Swedes are some of the world's most generous people, donating about 1% of gross national product to humanitarian aid programs each year. The society continues to diversify as a growing number of refugees, currently accounting for 10% of the population, are welcomed into Swedish borders.